Hello, my Aloha tribe, and welcome to the Aloha Perspective. It is Friday. Happy Friday. Everybody made it to Friday. I have some new decks here that I got from my dad when I came down, so I don't know. We're going to have to wing it with these. Got the usuals. Figure I'll do the sacred cycles. I didn't have time to grab everything before I left home, so, it kind of is what it is. I'm also extremely distracted today. So first and foremost, I don't count the years anymore, but I still count the birthday. So happy birthday to my mother. So it would have been her birthday today. And the way I see it is, without her, half of me does not exist. So, anyways, good morning, older sibling. So just give me a second. I will get prepared here. Like I said, I'm a wee bit distracted this morning, so I am going to do my best to make this fun, light, enjoyable, exciting, all the things, right? I've never actually laid out the cards like this before. I've never really had the space, to be honest, but I figured it'll be kind of fun, right? Just go grab and go. Good morning, baby sibling. So, having one of those weird invisible days, where no matter what you do, everything, I don't know, I'm not going to complain. So, alright, let's just get rolling here. Since it is Oracle Friday, I'm just going to start, I'll also pull the usual cards that we pull in the morning, but I ain't got nothing else today, so, all the things. Let's see. What message? Maybe my mother will come up with some messages for us. Alright. So, there's that. First ones. These aren't really oracle cards as much as they are positive thought cards. But, they're still kind of fun. So, just get rolling. Let's get rolling here. I am willing to let go. And I release others to experience whatever is meaningful to them, and I am free to create that which is meaningful to me. So again, I am willing to let go. Yeah, that's a really pretty card. I like these cards because they're just pretty. I release others to experience what is meaningful to them, and I am free to create that which is meaningful to me. So just go and create, go and do your thing. Here's another one. I express my creativity. My unique and creative talents and abilities flow through me and are expressed in deeply satisfying ways. My creativity is always in demand. See, this one kind of reminds me of my mom, so it's perfect that it came up on her birthday, because she was very creative. I mean, I don't think there was anything she couldn't make when it came to crafts and stuff like that. So, yay. I am at peace with my sexuality. So I don't know who needs this card, but if you do, this is for you. I rejoice in my sexuality and in my own body. My body is perfect for me in this lifetime. I embrace myself with love and compassion. That could actually be for anybody, okay? Especially the backside, right? I mean, how many of us just struggle with our body to begin with? So, all I gotta say on this one, you do you. You do you, and do it because it means something to you. I claim my own power and I lovingly create my own reality. I claim my own power and I lovingly create my own reality. I ask for more understanding so that I may knowingly and lovingly shape my world and my experiences. I ask for more understanding so that I may knowingly and lovingly shape my own experiences. Yeah, I struggle with that one. There's always someone trying to tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing, right? Oh, maybe you should try this, or maybe you should try that. Well, maybe they're saying this, or maybe they're saying that. It gets old, all right? It's hard enough when you're sitting trying to figure out where you belong in this world, and then you got people slamming you from every direction, telling you where you should be. So, on that. You can see I'm in a mood today. I am not doing well today, so... Anyways, let's see. Which is probably why it's better that I do these, because it's going to be more of a reading adventure today than it is going to be a kind of tapping in and seeing what I can do for you kind of day. Good morning, Eileen. But these are also good because these are like guidance cards, right? Let's just give this one more shuffle and see if we get any. Oh, there you go. See if we get anything. So let's see. Divine Destiny. The Divine Warrior is within you, helping you to continue with a worthy path even during times of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. It might be by bringing more wisdom, focus, or intelligence, or surrendering into the divine. The warrior within has great inner resourcefulness and determination. So there you go. That's a cool looking card. It's sassy. So again, the Divine Warrior is within you, helping you to continue with a worthy path even during times of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. It might be by bringing more wisdom, focus, or intelligence, or surrendering into the divine. The warrior within has great inner resourcefulness and determination. So if you need to bring more of yourself to this situation, do it. Don't be afraid. Just do it, okay? Truths Unveiled. Truths Unveiled. There are times when appearances of people, places, and things are deceptive. You will sense this when something feels uncomfortable within you, when you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you. You may think there is something wrong with you, but actually you are intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. Trust what you feel, not what appears to be. So again, Truths Unveiled. This is really about using your spidey instincts. I mean, straight up using your spidey instincts, right? There are times when appearances of people, places, and things are deceptive. You will sense this when something feels uncomfortable within you, when you notice feelings of doubt or anxiety within you. You may think there is something wrong with you, but actually you are intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. Trust what you feel, not what appears to be. Okay, so use your spidey instincts. If something doesn't feel right, go. Hit the bricks. Okay, Pillar of Light. Pillar of light, burning bright, earth star below, soul star above. Burn away all that is not light. Oh, that's a chant. Transform all into unconditional love, star of Isis descend, your blessing and peace without end. Grace me now with peace and protection, completely embraced by divine perfection. I don't know what more to say about that. Pillar of light, burning bright, earth star below, soul star above. Burn away all that is not light, transform all into unconditional love. Star of it, Isis descend, your blessing and peace without end. Grace me now with peace and protection, completely embraced by divine perfection. I'm going to keep that one out for later. And proper burial for freedom. Okay, let's dive into this one. This ought to be interesting. There is nothing to be gained and everything to be lost by trying to hold on to that which no longer serves us. Osiris, Lord of the Dead, guides you now to release that which no longer needs to be a part of your life so that you may be free. Stop anchoring yourself to whatever it is that is holding you back. That's what I got to figure out today. Stop anchoring yourself, okay? Find your freedom. Be free. Be free. What have you got to lose? This is exactly what this card has to say. There is nothing to be gained and everything to be lost by trying to hold on to that which no longer serves us. If it does not serve you, let it go. You don't need it. Okay? You do not need it. I had a card yesterday from the Beyond Lemire deck, which is what I'm shuffling now, and it's a really good one. And it's about growth and shadow work and all that fun stuff. So, whoops. So I wanted to, okay. All right, well, there you go. Wow, we got a lot of these. Holy moly. And they're not short cards. So let's see what we got. I'm going to read the Lotus one first because, like I said, I saved that from yesterday and I really, really like it. So, She of the Lotus. If there is a way to fast-track growth, it is by being real with the shadowy or unloved parts of ourselves. Shadows can be painful or tender to the touch. Sensitivity can be a trigger that shows us where we might want to spring clean some of our darker, forgotten, ignored, or hidden corners. Accepting our shadows is the first stage in restoring ourselves to wholeness and self-love. Peel back the layers where there is shame, guilt, or fear, and bring them into the daylight. Under a loving and compassionate light, they will resolve and reassimilate, reminding us that on the flip side of the coin, these are our superpowers. Did I actually read this yesterday? I feel like I might have actually read this yesterday. But anyways, I saved it again for today because I think it's a really important message. You have to do the shadow work. If you do not do the shadow work, you're going to be stuck. This card kind of goes with the last one about needing freedom. You have to unshackle yourself from all the shadow bits that have not healed, because if you do not, you are going to get stuck and you are going to anchor yourself into places that you do not need to anchor yourself. All right. I know it can be hard. I know it can be scary. I know it's kind of freaky, right? Because you're like, well, what if? Well, exactly. But what if goes two ways? What if everything turned out right? What if everything worked out in your favor? Right? Just because you're afraid, it doesn't mean it's going to go wrong. Fear is actually a good catalyst and a good motivator to move forward, because you want to move away from fear. And you want to show yourself what you're made of, because even if it doesn't work out, you know you tried. Okay? You know you tried. And that in itself is a gift, because you faced your fear and you moved forward. Okay? So, full spectrum. That's a cool looking card. Step out of the black and white mentality of good and bad. Honor the full spectrum of life and see through fresh eyes. When we judge something, we create a story around it, and often these stories are limiting. Over a lifetime, we subconsciously gather so many of these stories. Create a space of no story for miraculous healing and crystallizing new paths. This space empowers us to know our truth and be all who we are, or be all we are, sorry. Embrace creation in all her colors, including the raw, muddy, earthbound shadow parts of a situation. To determine whether your stories are limiting your perspective. Oh, sorry, I did not read that right. Embrace creation in all her colors, including the raw, muddy, earthbound shadow parts of a situation, to determine whether your stories are limiting your perspective. Let the compost of the challenges you have overcome feed new shoots and blossoms. So there you go. All right, so step out of the idea of good and bad and just find that balance, right? That balance right in between. Starseer. Ooh. I don't know. These are all just pretty. That's why I keep showing them, you know, because, I mean, the colors are just amazing. Have you ever headed toward a specific destination, but instead of it being where you ended up, the journey was the catalyst for getting you where you were meant to go? I've had that experience. Have you ever felt nothing was working out as planned, but then it came together perfectly? I am having half of that experience, waiting for it to come out perfectly. This card depicts intuition as a goddess lifting us to see where we are going and the star she sees in us. The journey may not go as planned, but the outcome is better than you thought possible. Let the serendipities unfold. Allow space for unexpected opportunities. Even when the route is not as direct as you imagined, listen to the intuition and know you have got this. All right? So know you've got this. Again, allow space for unexpected opportunities, even when the route is not as direct as you imagined. Listen to your intuition. And I like this part too, where it says, let the serendipities unfold. Okay? I know, again, I know it can be scary, it can be freaky. You know, it's like stepping out and hoping there's a step there, or hoping there's not just air and you're going to fall off the cliff. It can be hard and it can be scary. So the throat chakra. Express your truth. I like that. It's really pretty. A butterfly with wings. Extra wings. So see, there you go. The chakra is the origin of expression. It is the source of life that sparks... Sorry, let me start that again. I am sorry, you guys. I am so not myself right now. Okay, so let me try this again. Throat chakra. Express your truth. This chakra is the origin of expression. It is the source of the life spark that inspires your aliveness and stokes the creative fires in others. This is the outer sharing of your inner being, the glowing song of your soul on the winds of your flight to understanding more of who you are. Connect to the crux of your potential and take it further than you could have imagined. As spirit fuses you into the tangible, it actualizes as a platform for greater experience and new facets. Experience and new facets are sculpted. Seated and shared as a fractal of light in the form of your own unique language. I fell all over that one, didn't I? Let me try again. Throat chakra, express your truth. This chakra is the origin of expression. It is the source of the life spark that inspires your aliveness and stokes the creative fires in others. This is the outer sharing of your inner being, the glowing song of your soul on the winds of your light to understanding more of who you are. Connect to the crux of your potential and take it further than you could have imagined. As spirit fuses into the tangible, it actualizes as a platform for greater experience, and new facets are sculpted, seeded, and shared as a fractal light in the form of your own unique language. Basically, speak your truth. Speak your truth. Ether, the seamless unspeakable. Let's see if I can get through this one without falling all over it. So, for those who may be watching later, or may just be getting on, or this is what happens sometimes when you battle your mental health. Okay, I am trying to do oracle readings because that's what Friday's about. It's about having fun. It's Aloha Friday. It's about going into the weekend with finding messages and whatnot. And it is taking everything in my power to hold my shit together. And I'm not necessarily a person who likes to fake it till they make it, which I will not be once I hit finish on this. But the reason I tripped over that last card was because halfway through, I was like, I just don't want to do this. I don't want to do this perspective today. I want to end it right here. Finished it after this card. But the thing is, I love doing this show. Today, it's not bringing me as much joy as I hoped it would. But I also know that it wasn't so bad when I started that I can't get through it. So I know I can. And I pulled some decks. I know there's messages in each one of them for us. So, but yeah, this is what it looks like. See, to look at me, you'd be like, oh, wait, you look normal. But inside here, that's where all the magic's not happening. All the magic is not happening in there. It is like a battle in my head right now. I mean, somebody let all the monkeys loose. But, and it's trying to capture them. So anyways, you know, this is what mental health looks like. And this is just one version of mental health. There's a lot of people out there who deal with so much more. This is why we need to start paying closer attention, why we need to start ending the stigma of these things so that people can get help, so that people don't feel ashamed to talk about what's happening to them out of fear that they'll be called weak or, you know, out of touch or out of control. You have no idea how much control it is taking right now to keep this face straight. Okay? And maybe if you have depression, you can see right through it. But if you don't, a lot of people are just looking at me going, yeah, but she looks kind of like she's making snarky faces and smirky faces, so she should be okay. Anyway, the seamless unspeakable. This illuminated space of no distraction and pure potential is beyond the threshold. It is the centered and present place where all dreams are birthed. From here, you can choose where to go. What may be perceived as endless nothingness is an illuminated eternal, the core that all fears may be peeled back to. Step through the darkness and realize it is only a short distance from the white void at the center of creation. Herein lies the feeling you may have been striving to meet, yet subconsciously running from. In graceful surrender, know you are held and drop deeper into existence. I like this last part. Herein lies the feelings you have been striving to meet, yet subconsciously running from. I think that's why I'm having, I don't know, it's also my mom's birthday, so I'm sure that's part of it. But these cards seem to all be tying together somehow. And I think you can see the theme. It's about letting go. It's about doing the shadow work. It's about finding that freedom. It's about, you know, getting those bolt cutters out and, you know, breaking that chain, breaking that, breaking yourself away from that anchor, just pulling up your anchor, right? And if you're tied to something, it's like getting those big shears and just cutting it, just cutting yourself loose. You have the options to do these things. You have the choice of whether you're just surviving or you're thriving. And I know sometimes when you're just surviving, looking at thriving feels like it's just a dream and it can't ever happen. It can happen, but you have to put in the work. You have to do the hard work. And, you know, once you get started, once you get started, it starts to feel not as hard because you take baby steps and you start taking more baby steps and then they become regular steps, right? You become toddler steps and then, you know, you're growing, I mean, a baby doesn't just get up and walk, right? Unless it's an animal. I mean, like an actual four-legged animal. So it takes time. You can't just rush from one end to the other. When you do that, you're going to miss everything in between, and you're going to have to come back and recover those steps. So take the time that you need. I mean, don't sit in it so long that you get stuck. Take the time you need to move forward. I wish I had done that. I had not done that. I tried to go from one end to the other, and that was it. Now I have to backtrack, and I have to retrace my steps and cover everything that I hadn't covered before. And so, you know, it's like I said, the perspective is a perspective from my point of view. So everything that I usually talk about is stuff that I've been through. There's stuff I have passion, you know, thoughts and feelings about. And, but a lot of them are my missteps. You know, a lot of them are my missteps and, you know, trying to show people, don't take the easy way. It's not going to work out. You're going to have to figure out how to, you know, then you're going to have to come backwards and start all over. So just take it one step at a time. Okay. Good morning, T. The infinite, oh my God, my brain. As Lemurians were only partially incarnated, their bodies were much lighter, less physically actualized, and less affected by aging. They were also aware of their infinite nature. This card of rebirth can appear after challenges that have required a level of surrender. You have arrived at a beginning. Revel in your newfound inner freedom. Blockages have fallen away, and there are opportunities to step into. Stretch your wings and arise like a phoenix, born anew, ready for a new cycle of growth. Celebrate, honor the road that brought you here, and prepare to take flight with the tools you have gathered through your elevation process. Is that not validation or what? It literally just said what I said. Take your time. Okay, you have arrived at a beginning. Revel in your newfound inner freedom. You know, that's also another thing. When you get to that point of thriving and you've let go all of that crap and that pain and that stupid icky stuff behind you, it can feel so overwhelmingly scary. Okay, not for everybody. I'm struggling with that right now. I feel so stuck because I'm not used to these feelings. I'm not used to not hiding something in my life. You know, I carried that around with me for so long that I don't, it's like a weird feeling. And you know, I can hear like a billion people just saying, just step forward, just take a step forward. But the thing is, I can't figure out how. And I spend more time trying to figure it out by myself than reaching out for help because I don't want to be a burden to somebody. You know, I don't want to, you know, to take up somebody else's time. And I also don't want people just sitting there going, well, you know, it's okay. You know, you're okay. I don't want people trying to fix me either. I need someone to talk it through with. So, you know, it's one of those things where you just kind of feel stuck because you just, I don't know. There's a lot of thinking that's going to have to go on today. So stepping through. Step in and step up all those dreams or projects you have been resisting. Now is the time to start, even if it is just one small element of the bigger picture. No more excuses or tomorrows. Whatever you have been putting off, the universe is now pushing you to make it happen. You may feel a little outside your comfort zone, but that is where the magic is. Remember, face your fears, because even if you don't get the outcome you want, you know you tried, right? So you may feel a little outside your comfort zone. Again, I'm reading this. You may feel a little outside your comfort zone, but that is where the magic is. You may need to plot a course, invent a way through, or take a leap. Take a leap, okay? Break it down. Sorry. Break it down. Allow the puzzle to come together piece by piece through the courageous act of making a start. See what you guys got to deal with today? See what I have to deal with after I let you guys go? Life force energy. Oh, I forgot to show you the card for that one too. So there you go. Stepping through. So that's like a renewal card, right? Life force energy. Ooh, that's really pretty. So revel in the bliss of being alive. This card is packed with luminous life force energy for optimal health and healing. As much as possible, seek joy and upliftment in everything you do. Consider the foods you eat, the environments you spend time in, the people in your life, and what you wear. Increase your awareness of how things come to be in your world and their energetic resonance. You may be inspired to work with healing energies with the land, perhaps to grow vegetables. You are encouraged to joyously make your life a piece of Eden. As a result, you will shine with vitality. So whatever you need to do to make yourself shine, do it. As much as possible, seek joy and upliftment in everything you do. Seek joy and upliftment in everything you do. And Mount Shasta. That's an interesting one. Mount Shasta. There's a lot of stuff going on in that picture. Where Lemuria would be destroyed, its people traveled to other parts of the globe. Mount Shasta was one place they journeyed. There are tales of unusual phenomena and multidimensional beings living inside the mountain. This card is about origins, and the image is the seed crystal this deck is based around. Honor and look more deeply into your ancestry, both your bloodline and your etheric lineage. Do you have an affinity with any star beings? Connecting with them might allow you greater insight into your traits, your strengths, and your challenges. The sacred places you feel attracted to may have an intuitive message for you. The sacred places I feel attracted to are in a completely different continent. But I have to say, I am excited because my friend, who knows that I love this one area in England called Avebury, his friend took a picture recently, and so he sent it to me. It's fun having friends that live in England, you know. So, yeah, let's try okay, this is funny. We're going from Lemuria to Atlantis. Angels of Atlantis. All right. Now, these are actually based on archangels. So, the first card that came out was from Haniel. Zafkiel, Jophiel, Gabriel. Let's go one more shuffle and see what happens. Oh, there they are. That's a lot. Seriously, that's a lot. Because this is a new deck, so I have no idea about this deck, which means I have to read them from the book. In fact, God, that is a lot. Holy moly. This might be our last deck. So I think that will be our last. I'm hearing this is your last deck. And then we'll pull some of these just because, you know, it's fun. We'll do this backwards, right? So anyways, Jophiel. Let's go with him first. Joy. Joy. You know what? I actually got these two cards the other day. And I was trying to journal. But Jophiel. Jophiel is joy. Let's see what Jophiel has to say. Da, 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 da. I'm still waiting to pick up a Archangel Raphael card. Thought that would be kind of fun. So, if you ever come across Metatron or Sandalphon, the O ends, okay, so the EL is generally an archangel born in the realm of the archangels. But Sandalphon and Metatron were actually humans before they became archangels. So, there's your little, what do you call it today? Your little teachings. Jophiel, finally. I'm going to have to mark these pages. The Holy Liberator. So Jophiel is the Holy Liberator. In fact, I'm going to separate these really quick into their, so they're not as hard to find. Ooh, we got Uriel too. We got a lot of Haniels. Haniel's like the Archangel of the Moon or the Goddess of the Moon. So Jophiel, Michael, Zeph. God, we got a lot of good ones, you guys. That is insane. So Jophiel, let's go start with that one. Joy. Joy. All right, Jophiel and Joy. The card you have chosen brings forth a ray of joy. Remember, we come from the source, which is a place of total well-being and infinitely unfolding creative possibility. Explore the playfulness of life's joy and soak in the effervescence of play. The dolphin's truthful force reminds us of the carefree energy we felt as children. Ask Jophiel to surround you with joyous elementals to help you in your journey and chant he from the top of your crown chakra to assist the release of joy. So it's kind of like that other card we had earlier, right? Find the joy in everything you do. Find the joy in everything you do. And remember who you are. Now, in that last deck, we had, where there was talking about, your ethereal lineage and your DNA, your human lineage. Don't be afraid to tap in, okay? If you feel like there is something completely different about you or so different about you, don't be afraid to tap in and trust. Trust what's coming to your mind. Don't do it with your brain. Do it with your heart. Let your heart guide your thoughts. Okay? And if you keep a clear enough mind, you keep an open enough mind, the answers will start to come to you and you can start working through them. Now, I know it's not always easy to talk about with other people because they look at you like you got 50 heads. But as long as you know who you are, that's what's important. All right? So Gabriel, the divine messenger. Gabriel, can you see that? I'm not sure if the sun's in the way. The divine messenger. Benediction. That's a blessing. Gabriel wishes you to know that many blessings are sent to you from the angelic kingdoms. Simply yield to this, don't resist, just let go. The joy and love you will receive as flowing directly from source will surpass anything you may experience. These feelings are the virtues that will always be received in the holy instant of benediction. The angel's service is to be a loving conduit for the divine, lifting away any challenge you may experience. Fear makes us unaware of the angels. Surrender the grip of fear, and your blessings will accrue. So there you go. Fear makes us unaware of the angels. Fear, think of it as, think of it as, like window shopping, right? So there's something in the window you really, really want, but you don't want to go in the store because you don't feel like you belong. That's your fear. Once you remove that fear and start realizing, hey, I'm badass and I belong anywhere in this world, you walk in and you realize, oh my God, that's something I want and it's still available. So I'm going to get it. And you get it. But you don't get it until you let go of the fear, until you learn to move past it and kind of jump over it. All right. So surrender the grip of fear and your blessings will accrue. Surrender the grip of fear and your blessings will accrue. Most times in life, we have fear because we have a lack of trust. Lack of trust is a big thing. And, letting go of fear means trusting that everything is going to be okay. So when you can, and I'm not going to say if you can, when you can, start the process of letting that fear go. All right. Say a prayer like Hail Mary, full of grace, as a song to the divine feminine, illuminating the nature of your connection with the holy ones. If you're Catholic, you know that one by heart. I do. I grew up Catholic. Kind of across the board, just have a belief in everything now, but I did grow up that way. So a lot of these things are just ingrained in me, right? So, but yeah, if you know that, say it and say it, not just like you're rattling it off. All right. If there's a prayer that you love or a prayer that, you've always loved, or even just, a recitation of something that you love, just do it. Maybe there's a favorite poem that you have, recite it, but don't just say it. Do it with feeling, do it with, purpose and intention. That's what prayers are. Prayers are basically manifestations, but in the religious terms. Okay. But if you pray and you're just kind of like, okay, well, thanks, probably nothing's going to happen. However, when you put intention behind it and you put that love and that passion and that joy behind it, good things are probably going to happen. Okay. And I say probably because, well, I will say good things are going to happen, but they may not happen the way you want them to, but they're going to happen for the way they should be happening. All right. So Zafkiel, let's look up Zafkiel. This is fun, eh? I'm going through the book, trying to find everybody here. Oh, well, I'm an idiot. It's in alphabetical order. God, my brain. Oh, here we go. Surrender. I give up. I surrender. I totally surrender. The angels want you to know that you were holding too tightly to a part of your life and that you need to relinquish that hold. Straight up talking to me. Trust that healing will swiftly come, for it always does. Resistance only intensifies the aspect of life that we are holding on to, whether this be a relationship, our career, our health. Zafkiel wants you to surrender to heaven and let the angels carry you. This lover angel wants you to learn how you may release all notion of control, substituting such action with a yielding to the management of life. It is an illusion that any part of life may be controlled by predetermining the outcome. Let go and let source in. Remember, everything that you surrender will be replaced by something better, thus allowing miracles to fully happen. Chant Ha to allow your groundedness. Okay, that's a word. Chant Ha to allow your groundedness to be vibrationally opened. So, the other, okay, so for joy from Jovial, it said chant He from your crown chakra. So if you're trying to ground with this one, it'll come from your root chakra. Ha. Hee ha. Hee ha. Sorry. Oh my God. Shelly Marie, stop. So oh, Lord. Okay. So surrender. All right. I need to keep that one out because I have a feeling I gotta have to go back over that one. Archangel Michael, one of my favorites. He is actually symbolized if you choose to mix your chakras with angels. Okay. I know that Archangel Raphael is your throat. No, Gabriel is your throat. Archangel Raphael is your heart. And Archangel Michael is your crown. So patience, right? Patience. Let's look up Archangel Michael. I have yet to pull a Raphael one, which is kind of a bummer for me because I like him a lot, or her, however you choose to look at them. Michael's oracle suggests that you have been rushing to create, to make, manifest. What? Let me try that again. Michael's oracle suggests that you have been rushing to create, to make, manifest. Work to allow, dear one. Then you will truly see patience as an active force in the time distance between visualization and manifestation. Meditate on stillness so that you may consider your desire without attachment. Contemplate the splendor of the 3 great pyramids at Giza that took a large number of years to build, yet no one ever doubted that eventually they would stand. Indeed, they have stood for the last 4,500 years. Remember that 3 is the number behind all manifestation, and this is the principal virtue of Michael's teaching. Ponder on this in stillness and silence. Patience. Patience is not my strong suit. But I'm trying. So the next one we have is Uriel, and then we're going to finish it off with the lovely 3 from Haniel. She's busy. So Uriel, these cards are so pretty. I mean, I just got them, so I'm super excited because the colors in them are just fabulous. So Uriel, the divine companion. That's who Uriel is, the divine companion. In fact, I forgot to read. Oh, it's okay. So Zafkiel is the sacred lover. Uriel is the divine companion. Michael is listed as the cosmic leader. All right. So freedom. The drawing of this card illustrates that the oracle is asking you to free up your thinking and feeling, for you are the only jailer that may be keeping your consciousness prisoner. Every aspect of your consciousness is a choice, and if you have made an inaccurate choice, choose again. That is the meaning of the word mistake. If this is what you missed, take again. Okay? Mistake. So, this time, by liberating the conviction of your love for yourself, you will spring your soul from its prison. Ask Uriel to show you alternative choices. Because they resonate of pure love, they will also free you from your thought jail. They will also free you from thought jail and take you to consequences you may never have dreamed of. Uriel wants you to chant He, and thence to release the feeling of being held back. The He will literally clear your mind. You know, I've only seen it in movies, but it makes sense now why that's part of Lamaze. Okay, and there's some moms on here, so if you took Lamaze, was he an actual thing? Right? Like like, I don't know. I thought maybe they were just like breathing exercises, but I'm kind of wondering now if whoever invented this might have known something that other people didn't know. Because, again, the He will literally clear your mind, and that's what it's supposed to be doing. It's supposed to help you focus on something so that you don't feel that pain. Although you're feeling that pain, but, you know, I've never had kids, so I don't know, but I know plenty of people who have, and wow. So, again, good morning, Leah. Place it in your forehead or vestigial third eye, the 6th chakra. Guidance is imminent, and once more you will dance with the infinite. So, There's Uriel. All right, let's get to Haniel. You know, you guys, what I find really interesting about all these cards are they are literally all pointing in one way or another to the same thing. Let go. Let go of fear. Just trust. Free yourself from the thought jail, right? I mean, somebody is trying to drive this point home today. All right. Haniel, the sacred warrior. I'm so glad we finished with her. I don't know what that was, but I literally saw something just fly right between me and the camera. But wow. All right. I'm having experiences now. Courage. Courage is the first card. Have courage, right? I know. I'm sorry if it's hard to see it. The sun. The sun. It seems you have recently felt your force dwindling and that you need to call upon this oracle for support. Haniel's shield of humility will allow you to feel fully protected as you face the situation. Which part of you feels thwarted, or what thought suggests that you cannot move bravely through this current experience? Trust the courage of the wise Haniel, see yourself covered by the shield and drenched in the angelic presence of the ruby ray arising from Haniel's beautiful presence, the ruby ray. Please do not doubt your truth, find your strength in your convictions, and allow them to guide you to be a spiritual warrior. Chant Om Namah Shivaya 3 times and the divine will illuminate your way forward. I'm going to go back through here and I'm going to put these in the comments on the YouTube post and in the Facebook post because, you know, this may help people. All right, this may help you. Even if you're not sure about it, give it a shot, right? What do you have to lose? So there you go. The divine will illuminate your way forward. All right, so Haniel Hope. Hope is the next one. Oops, Hope is the next card. I like this. That actually looks kind of like either, well, I guess it's supposed to be a ruby, but garnet's my birthstone, so I'm going with that one. When we feel deeply and are affected by the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to, we may despair until the dove of peace enters our lives and once more lifts us to hope. If this is a moment of such challenge, reach out and the angels will carry you to this virtue by allowing you to observe a beautiful scene in nature. Another soul-filled... Oh, wait, sorry. I know, baby sibling probably wants to kill me with all my sorries today. But, let me try that again. If this is a moment of such challenge, reach out and the angels will carry you to this virtue by allowing you to observe a beautiful scene in nature. Another soul filled with joy or success, or a child whose innocence lifts your spirits. Within this form, you will see a manifestation of the oracle like a dove, allowing your spirit to fly in peace. Please repeat 3 times. Hope is the elixir of the divine. Hope is the elixir of the divine. All right. You know, I know we talked about mental health earlier, but you know, if you don't struggle from mental health, or you know somebody who does, and maybe they work for you, or maybe they're just part of your family, be patient. Please, I'm asking. Please be patient. Help us end that stigma, because you can see how hard this is trying to get through all of this. And all I'm doing is reading. But everything is like a big jumble right now to me. So willpower with a nice little whale tail. I love whales. Willpower. Willpower. Just like the great whales of the ocean's deep, swimming in Mother Earth's tears, you are asked to bring willpower to your life in order to achieve the possibility of glory. The ancient souls of these beautiful sea creatures bring them to the flow of the universe. This reminds us that all is well in the divine matrix, and so take heart from their example. If your will is not currently flowing for you, ask Haniel for loving assistance, and you will feel the ruby ray force flooding through you, giving you such strength of purpose and healing that you will once again feel clear to emit your magnificence in the world. Chant Om 3 times for greater clarity. There you go. Chant Om 3 times for greater clarity. And do it only 3 times. Sometimes it can be so powerful, it will knock you off your feet. All right. So just be careful when you're doing that one and follow directions. Okay. So, sorry, I'm just saving these so I can put these in the comments. Let's do a quick one with these and then we'll be done. So, wow, that was fast. We had this one yesterday. Reconnect with yourself. Or reconnect with someone else. But reconnect with yourself or someone else. There's another one. Some of these are ones that I skipped yesterday, so I guess they need to be seen and heard. All right. So, all right, one more shuffle and we'll be done. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. I really appreciate it. I know this has not been an easy perspective. Probably not easy to watch. It certainly has not been easy to do. So I do appreciate those of you who hung in there, for hanging in there. Fox. A heart filled with love is like a phoenix that no cage can imprison. Rumi, the prophet Rumi. So there you go. But Fox is Dumbledore's phoenix. A heart filled with love is like a phoenix that no cage can imprison. Okay? So rise. Embrace your weirdness. My favorite card in the whole deck. Embrace your weirdness. I mean, who doesn't want to see a bear skateboarding down a sidewalk with a surfboard? Right? I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. Change is about removing the negative, not the positive. Change is about removing the negative, not the positive. So remove the negative, embrace the positive. All right. Oh, look at that one. It's the anchor. Oops, there we go. It's the anchor, right? The anchor that has literally been discussed in all different forms across all these decks today. Even with creativity. The creativity in the positivity deck is probably telling you when you start to focus on certain things that you love to do, maybe everything will start making sense. Okay? But it's keeping you busy. It's keeping your mind and your heart busy. When times are hard, don't throw your anchor. You can't get through the storm sitting in one place. You cannot get through the storm sitting in one place. Don't throw your anchor. If you have thrown your anchor, pick it back up and go. Okay? Listen to your favorite music. Oh, I love this. Listen to your favorite music. That is one of my favorite things to do. Especially when I'm feeling blue. I can always gauge it too. If I'm singing, then I'm usually doing okay. If I'm not singing, then I know there's a struggle. And is there a lesson you need to learn? Go deep inside to find the answers, right? Go deep inside to find the answers. That's a picture of Hogwarts. And the reason I picked the picture of Hogwarts for go deep inside to find the answers is because Hogwarts had a lot of secrets going on in there. You know, a lot of magic going on in there. But I mean, literally, you know, just when you thought there wasn't another chamber to be discovered, poof, there was one. Okay, and everything held something. Everything held a reason or a purpose. So, you know, let go of fear. I know it might seem easier said than done, but, you know, do yourself that favor. See what happens. And, you know, don't say, well, I don't know how to do this. I can't do this. Just take it one step at a time. Take it one moment at a time. Okay? Just baby steps. Just imagine what it would be like if you weren't afraid of anything, if you weren't afraid of doing the things that you want to do or pursuing the things that you want to do. You know, try to think of the end game. It may not turn out that way because, as we heard in the books today, and as we know just from life itself, you cannot control life. You cannot decide, well, this is how I want my outcome to be. Because in one way or the other, it's always going to be a little tweaked and a little different. Or you may get the outcome you wanted and may not feel the excitement and joy you thought you would feel. So there's always going to be something, right? So just do what you can to move past that fear, to surrender, to trust. I mean, surrender I know is not the best word for a lot of people, but sometimes when we surrender to trust, we're allowing ourselves to see this whole staircase that didn't appear before us until then, right? I'm trying to think of a movie I saw where they took that leap of faith. They took that one step and poof, all the stairs appeared. But they had to take that step. So, you know, just if you can, and do it anyways. But when I say if you can, just take the first step towards believing and trusting. Okay? I did not see this deck coming into my life. I wanted some new decks. My father found it. And like I said, it's got some of my favorite archangels in here, and 4 of which I actually have tattooed onto me. But just listen to the message and try not to be afraid. Okay? So I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Do whatever it is you have to do to bring yourself joy. If you're already doing things, find the extra joy in it. Not just going through the motions, but, feel every part of what you're doing. And allow your body to just flow with it, to just be excited by it and enjoy it. Okay? So I will see everybody back here on Monday for Hodgepodge Monday. No idea what we're going to talk about, but I do hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I will be back here Monday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. On Facebook Live, it is public. Anybody can watch, or you can catch the replay on YouTube, usually before or by noon Pacific Standard Time. And if you feel like it, just share the video too. My auntie does that. I love that she shares the videos with her, I don't know, she just shares it to her page, but she's actually got some of her own people watching my show now, so that on the replay. So that was kind of exciting to see. But again, I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to be apologizing because this is sometimes what happens. Sometimes the mental health is going to get the better of you. But we powered through. We did this. I think we got a lot of good messages. I got a lot of personally good messages. That it was a little overwhelming because it was a lot of cards, but I think we got the gist of the message. Let go of fear. Trust the process. Okay? Surrender to trust the process, let go of fear, and just take that leap. Just take that leap. Okay? Hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging in there.